And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and we are here on Tuesday.
Well, they can't call us twins today. We really didn't match today.
At all.
They called us twinsies yesterday.
74. We're going for high Odie somewhere around 98. Heat index 107, if you can stomach that.
Golly, that's going to be tough. Drink water. Drink plenty of water. It's not safe to be out there and dehydrate.
No way. And there's a lot of folks that have to earn their living in that outdoors.
Yeah.
We salute you, Mr. Sweater, because it's tough. It's tough from grass cutting to roofers.
To asphalt layers.
Ooh. The list goes on and on of people that do this. She says the buck stops here, but I'm not going to step down because I don't know how to run my organization, is what we got out of the Secret Service yesterday.
So I read a little piece that said she worked for PepsiCo, and she was an analyst, on security issues.
Now, also, you got to, in her defense, I'll say this: back in the '90s, she also worked for the Secret Service, and she left the Secret Service to go to PepsiCo.
Yeah,
cheese puffs and things like that. But being an agent and being in charge of it are two different things. And clearly,
what did she really do for the Secret Service?
Clearly, we see that it was not enough, Odie. Chaos,
no.
As we see people. I watched a video last night of people going, look at the man with the gun on the roof. Y'all look. 138 yards away from a former president, no one done anything.
Yeah.
And then the blunders that went on behind the scenes there, not enough training or whatever you want to call it. That was that's just unacceptable. Someone has to pay for that. They need to be out of their power position, their position of power. I said it backwards there. We'll see what becomes of it over the next few days, and I'm sure not much is going to be said right now. Should he be elected, I would think she'd be one of the first to go. And she can go back to guarding some Cheetos.
She doesn't even qualify for that.
Man, that was when we say that's unacceptable, the Secret Service is supposed to be the best of the best of the best that we have to offer out there, and it clearly has issues. Now, have you seen the thing about the reasoning of, you heard it, let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes. Have you read all that?
No. No.
Trump says that he was hit and he said, my shoes are on tight. He said he was hit so hard by the Secret Service to get him to the ground that it completely knocked his shoes off. And the agents threw the shoes off the stage for whatever reason, I don't know. But he was standing there, and they had a picture of him behind the scenes that nobody's seen. And he's standing there in his socks, and he wanted his shoes. But he goes, I'm bruised where they put me down. He goes, I'm thankful. But he goes, I'm a big old boy. And he said, they put me down.
Well, I guess, just think if you're guarding somebody for their life with your life, and your job is to get them on the ground, you don't have time to get up there and say, hey, I need you to lay down.
Yeah, you got to go.
He was already halfway down, but you're diving on top of him and covering him up. So, football tackle.
But Odie, I've watched and rewatched it because I was a kid when it happened, when Reagan was shot. That scene looks a whole lot different than what I witnessed with Trump. When Reagan, they went into action, and it was like that.
Did you see a single person up there turn their back and have a weapon drawn?
No.
Not a single one of them. And Stacey says, was she the one in the hair bun? No, the director. No, the director was the one. Yeah, in the background, somewhere safe, going, no, don't shoot. He's only got a gun, He's only using the scope so he can get a better view. Don't shoot. Oh, you shot? You're fired.
And I haven't found that in writing anywhere
I
yet.
hadn't either.
That could all be rumored that the guy was fired, but he did hesitate. I watched that video of the guy on the roof. He does nothing. You can clearly see that he sees someone. But the fail is when the general public walks up, and there is video documentation of this. This is not something that I invented or thought. There are just tons of people going, look at that guy. The local police called FBI, and they also called Secret Service, says, man on the roof. No one done anything.
Did you see where, when they were talking about there's a guy on the roof, and somebody's videoing, and another person is sitting there talking to the local police, there's a guy on the roof with a gun. So the officer, and boy do I use that term lightly, this is kind of like that Uveda.
Yeah.
He climbs the ladder and says, hey, what are you doing? And the guy pulls the gun and points to him, and he goes, never mind, and he ducks down and runs and hides.
You don't do that.
You are an officer, and no, I don't want you to be shot at. I don't.
No, nobody wants that.
You took that
Oath
as an oath, and your job, and there's the possible president, a candidate out there. And okay, duck and reposition yourself, but come on, make a noise that something is not safe here. But that guy cowered down, tucked his tail, and ran, and never said a word to anybody else.
Do you think Anthony Chancellor would have done that? Do you think Ward Calhoun would have done that?
No, either one of them would have never lost sight of that guy.
Jody
pulled a weapon, and
Eric.
Look, Jody would have already had that.
That tank up there. The building would have come down.
The building would not be there. He would have took care of it.
Eric Clark wouldn't have taken this.
No.
None of our local sheriffs would allow this to happen. And I know each one of these guys personally. There's no way. And
they said the shooter was Republican. Look, you're not born a Republican. You're not born a Democrat. And nobody takes a test to go down there and fill out a piece of paper and say, I want to be this.
Well, here's what's interesting about that. I think he was a registered Republican, but he had been donating to the Biden campaign.
Yeah.
So he just, the man, whatever he was, had issues.
If he was a Democrat and he was going to do this, I'm going to go change my candidacy to
Democrat real quick. I got to make sure everybody knows.
So nobody knows I'm a Democrat. I don't look into that. People gave Trump grief because, you say you're a Republican, but you've given money to Democrat. And he goes, in my position, I have to give money to everybody. So I support all politicians because I don't know who's going to win it and who am I going to meet. So, yeah, that really doesn't.
But, during this, Trump made a stand, stood up, and he didn't run. He tackled this the best way he could. It was an iconic picture. There's so much we haven't learned about this. Will the information ever reach the American public? I wonder.
No, not in our lifetime.
Yeah, you're probably right.
In about 100 years, they're going to say, okay, we'll let some of this information out. It's going to be redacted, and half of it's going to be black magic marker.
And I feel sympathy for this guy because he's going, whoa, y'all, wait a minute. I had nothing to do with this. It's a guy, a YouTuber, who owns a shooting range. And there's been numerous pictures of this guy with his shirt on. He goes, I ain't got nothing to do with him. He just happened to have one of my shirts. And that does happen a lot with people who freak out, whatever. They have somebody else's a logo on, and that company has to distance themselves quickly from what that person done.
So why isn't anyone talking about Biden putting the target on Trump's back?
So you're talking about where he said at all costs that little memo.
Yeah, he said he's a target.
I don't think
what he meant was, I want to be president, and I don't think he needs to be. So he's going to be my target. He's my target to beat in this run. Now, he wouldn't have done it legitimately, but that's neither here nor there. But he didn't mean a literal bullseye target. God almighty, I am taking up for Biden. He didn't mean a literal bullseye. But you know where that comes from? The lack of education and the lack of teaching in our schools and the diminishing of standards that we've had across the United States.
You know, there's two ways to look at that. You're right. You're right that we got some people that might have heard that and went, oh, he means. But do you remember the man who went in who was convinced of Pizzagate, to where, if y'all remember this back when Hillary Clinton, they'd often say, order some pizza. And this guy literally thought that a pizza shop, I forget what state it was in, was abducting children. And he had heard it. He goes in to free the children. And the people in the pizza shop are going, what? What? We ain't got nobody here. There are some people that are challenged in our world. And am I looking for the words to say careful what you say, because there are challenged people
that don't know how.
Differentiate.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is not.
They live in Never Never Land on Michael Jackson's ranch in their head.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm not going.
Now, Odie, I didn't see this yesterday. Odie just played me Tate Reeves' speech yesterday from the Republican convention, to where, boy, he described Mississippi really good, did he not? From one end of the thumbs up.
He really did. It was
good.
It was good. Let me see if I can pull that up, because it was, and what he did for us, I think was great. We're going. All right.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Governor Tate Reeves, on behalf of the great state of Mississippi, the hospitality state, the birthplace of America's music, home to B.B. King, Elvis, Faulkner, and the best catfish in the entire world. Where our food is fried and our tea is sweet. Where breaking economic development and employment records daily is as common as college baseball national championship teams. A Republican stronghold and a key piece of the Red Wall. From the mighty Mississippi River to the sweet Gulf Coast and everywhere in between, I am incredibly excited, honored, and proud to cast all 40 of our votes for the next president of these great United States, Donald J. Trump.
Hey, he did a good description. And if you will notice, he didn't mention football, did he?
No, because Ole Miss and Mississippi State can win a baseball.
We got baseball. We ain't bringing up.
Hotty Toddy is coming in some football.
But I thought the governor done a great job there of representing the state of Mississippi, how he described us. It did sound good, didn't it?
He had to have 1,230 or something like that votes to actually take the nomination. And I think at the end of the day, he got like 2,400.
It was big. It was big.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Wesley.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Mississippi State can sit back. My kid went there, and let's just they go beat State. Every once in a blue moon, something will happen up there. Dak Prescott gets lost and thinks he signed up for Alabama, and it was really Mississippi State. And we won a few games, but Alabama by far has got an elite.
Yeah,
they got a lot of money.
We'll see what the future holds, but Alabama's still Alabama.
Yeah, that is it. They got a new coach. We don't know what's going to happen there. We got the same coach, don't we? They changed coaches.
I don't
at
know what y'all
State.
got over there. I'm not associated with the.
I still remember what's his name.
Dogs.
Hey, y'all, I ain't going nowhere. And they keep whispering in his ear, your plane is waiting. And then the next 10 minutes, he's in Florida going, hey, bye. What was his name when Dak was there? I can't even think of it now.
Yeah, he went to Florida. He said, I promise you I'm not leaving. Never mind, I got another job.
Bye.
I can't even think of it.
He was probably the best thing State had ever had as far as a coach. And he was good at what he did.
Why don't we call that girl and get her comments? We have been on the phone with her, and that's times. Where that video came from.
She sent me a video of the motorcade, and I hadn't posted any of this yet, going down the street there, going to it. Pretty neat there of what the Secret Service does when that arrives there.
She spent time with Rudy Giuliani.
Dan Mullins, that was
Dan Mullins, that's Dan. Thank you.
Dan goes, bye. See.
Oh, Matthew came up with it.
Oh, he sure did. Johnny, I didn't see that. But he did.
With the Dallas who?
Have they won a game since he went there?
They did that first year.
They didn't go to like the Super Bowl or anything.
No,
right?
and then why would he play hard? They just paid him $90 million.
It's really. I'm shocked he's still there because I mean they're not winning nothing.
No, they're not going to as long as Jimmy is running it. You own it. Go find you somebody else to run your football.
Come on, Jerry
team.
Jones.
Jerry Jones, not Jimmy. Jerry Jones.
Jerry. Yeah, same thing. We'll be right back. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 6 or more. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Odie, is there any truth that the Water Boy, the Mud Dogs, was really based on Mississippi State?
Well, I mean, there's some parts we do eat alligator. I mean, I like alligator, but I'm not cooking the whole thing and then biting
Who said that we're at the bottom, so the only thing should go up from here?
Yeah, Ashley said MSU can only go up from here, and they lost their coach. I didn't know y'all lost y'all's coach again.
I've kind of lost track of it.
Chris said, "Hotty toddy from overseas."
Go man, go man. We appreciate that.
Watching from Wayne, Arkansas. Is that how you pronounce that?
I believe that's out.
All right, Wayne. What are you doing over there, or Wayne? What are you doing over there, Wayne?
Lost.
You delivering ice?
Must be. I don't know if y'all have seen this, and we'll move on to some other subjects after this. Very little coverage has been given. We know that a gentleman lost his life that was there behind Trump, was shot.
Yeah.
Little stuff has been said about the two other people that are critically injured. Here's a picture from Daily Mail. Here's the other two guys right here. This guy is 57 years old. This man is 74. There is a GoFundMe, and I want to say they said last night it was right at $5 million that has been raised on a GoFundMe. And Don Jr. said that they will divide this equally and give to each one of these family members that were injured at that rally. That is good.
Yeah, Donald
will be at the
put
funeral.
all that together to make sure that there was something. Man, that is awesome.
We hate that.
$10 if you got, give to this.
It's a good cause, and I hope a speedy recovery for these guys as they recuperate. One thing that we're working on, we'll have out more. There has been a shooting in Meridian overnight. I don't have the details yet. I'm working on that. I found out just before we went on that this had happened. We'll get more information on that coming up before long as we begin today. Let me see if I can get to this real quick, Odie. Pull this up because I got this in just a moment ago. I mentioned that there's a car fire right before the 6:30 show began. And with that being said, a car has been found. Let's go here. This is Morgan Road, which is going to be on the west side, just into the county, right outside QVC Parks out in that area.
Yeah, off the old Landfield Road,
Yes.
where it kind of over the hill, it splits kind of.
If you had your car stolen last night and it was a Nissan and it was blue, we hate to be
being the key word.
Yes, sir. We hate to be the one to tell you that, you're not going to get it back. Now, one can only speculate that we don't know what went on with this. Could this have something to do? A lot of times a car is used with a crime and, they get rid of the evidence.
Yeah.
Also getting word of a burglary overnight. It could have been used in that. As soon as I get all of that sorted out here in just a little while, we'll bring all that information to you as we're trying to get it as quickly as we can. But something went on with this. You don't burn a car for That's it was fully involved by the time the fire department got there, so it was probably something added to it to make it go a little bit quicker there.
Yeah.
We're watching that story closely, and we'll be able to tell you more about that. Now, also, we want to bring this up, Odie. This happened yesterday. We had a car stolen from Bonita Lakes Mall, or Uptown Mall, the new name there, whichever way you want to do this. This happened around 2 to 2:15 yesterday afternoon, 2 to 2:15. I got tongue twisted there. It's a 2003 Toyota Land Cruiser. It has a nurse's tag on the back, and the tag number is 7361. The odds of that tag still being on it are slim to none.
Yeah.
Criminals have gotten really good at having extra tags here lately.
That they stole off somebody else's vehicle.
Correct. They go through parking lots and take those. Pretty soon we're going to have to get a club to put on your tag on the back because they want it.
Or a truck monkey. Did you ever look that up?
No, I hadn't had a chance to look that up. You'll have to explain that to me here in a little while. He always scares me with this terminology. But if you happen to see, let me show this car again. If you happen to see this today, parked in any bushes, hidden somewhere, call the Meridian Police Department. The number to call, 485-1893, or simply those three little digits, 9, 1, and a 1. And that'll get you in contact with dispatch, and they'll be able to send out either county or city police officers to whatever the situation is.
Oh, and it's anonymous.
It is. It is.
Yep.
And and if you don't want to say any more, you can tell them when you call. I don't want any callbacks. I just want to report this. I want to remain anonymous, and they won't bother you.
Nope. You won't have to worry about nothing.
And that's the way it works. You roll on about. And no, Chris, that's a different type car. This was a Toyota Land Cruiser, and that was a Nissan that was burned. Two separate cars there. Well, I thought at first it might have been, and then I got to stare, and it was that little Nissan emblem there. So that's where we are on that this morning. Coming up, we're going to tell you about a tragedy that happened yesterday. That's next with Scotty Ray and Odie. I'm going to pause, and we'll come back and talk about that in just a moment. We'll be right back. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Okay, I'm trying to regain my composure. He showed me what the trunk monkey was. It's fun.
Everybody needs a trunk. He was just back here reading the magazine.
It's an actual little monkey. It's sitting in the trunk. Somebody tries to steal the car and he climbs
If y'all hadn't seen that, y'all go search truck monkey. And there's a bunch of them. That was just one. Oh, they got a whole series of them things.
He threw the guy in the car.
In the river.
It says, when retrieving your car, it's just simply not enough. We would show it, but they would go to whining about copyright laws, and the way this works is without the permission of them. Showing their video is the only reason I'm not showing it. It's just not. It's not worth the hassle of arguing with 10 other people today over whose video it was. So that is why I'm not going to show the video.
But y'all just go pull it up and watch it.
Oh,
it's worth it. It's worth it.
That's funny. That's as funny as AA Ron. Sit down.
D nice.
D-nice.
D-nice.
Denise? D-nice. Go to the office. Funny stuff. That made my morning there. I got to try to get a composure. Yesterday in Philadelphia, this is pretty common up there near Marty Stewart Drive. Rump row, 18-wheeler off on the edge of the bushes there. This is the second or third time I remember during the ice storm, it almost looked like the identical picture of what went on up there. That did happen. Yesterday, we had tree issues across several roads, and there was about 700 of you without power as we had a few trees come down in the area. Look at that. Fell right across the road. We had crews come on out and take care of that, and the power companies responded as quickly as they could to get power restored for everybody. It's bad to be without power.
Especially in this heat. Oh.
Yes, sir. Booker Electric. Did I mention them?
With one of them there generators that stand by for you and crank them up.
It does it all by itself. Within 30 seconds of your power going out, it turns on, and you have power. Our studio is powered by that. See, Booker, he'll tell you more about that. They can come out and install it, get you a good package with that. And during ice storms, when storms hit here and power goes out, you are not sitting in the dark, you're not cold, and you are definitely not sweating. I got a 2200 that runs this entire studio. It's great. And it will do your house, your air conditioner, refrigerators. You know, like if you have a pull-behind generator, you got to decide, what freezer am I going to save?
And you better not hook that up to your electrical system, because that can backfeed up through the transformer, work the opposite way and up that amperage, and then down the lines where our line workers are working, and could shock them, and you'll know what's coming next. This right here is put in. It's got the transfer switch. It doesn't matter that it's hooked up to your power source. It's not going to backfeed on these lines, which is against the law to hook up without a transfer switch.
And then after the power comes on, Odie, it transfers back to electricity. You don't have to go turn off. So if you're away from home, your pets don't miss any television.
There are different ones, Anitra, for the different sizes that you want. You know, but call them, because they really are very economical.
It is worth its weight in gold of anything that I have, because I've got backup internet of backup internet here in case something were to happen. And this is just, it's just part of my budget. I have to have that. And if you don't like being hot and sitting in the dark and staring at somebody across the pasture that's got lights on, going, how'd they do that? Switch on over, get you one of these. You'll really enjoy. Look at this yesterday. As we talk about that, look at the trees a-blowing there. That was Philadelphia Main Street as you head toward Highway 16. Dark clouds everywhere. We got some rain. That was a part of that. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that I wanted to mention something that is just bad for the community, and I don't know any other way to word this, and we're going to be word this as best I can. We had an accident yesterday morning. Now, it happened in the same block of woods a few months ago. I believe it was April 30th. It was April 30th of this year. We had someone lose their life in a logging accident. This would happen almost in the same spot in a different tract of land as work was being done. A 23-year-old man yesterday lost his life in a logging accident. We send out condolences to this young man, his family there, as we find out that he was killed in a freak accident. We certainly hate that. By any means, I want to say he had a 2-year-old little girl. Thoughts for this family. The logging industry is a very tight network.
They are very, that is a family, and this has hit each and every one of them. I just can't pray enough for this family, and just pray that God gives you the comfort. And I know you're sitting back going, you know, how do I find comfort? There's only one way to find it, and it's not easy. But our prayers and our thoughts are with each one of y'all.
His name was Josh McGee. There's many of you who already know that. Prayers are going out to his family. Please keep them in your thoughts and close to you. It's It's just sad, and I'll leave it at that. And as we remember him and coworker, don't forget about coworkers, because that's a tough situation to see something like that happen. Somebody you work with lose their life, and you can guarantee today on the job site it's a very solemn moment there as people return to work today.
You were talking about those trees that fell and the limbs that was blowing. Right. I'm sitting there, ding, 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 ding. My phone's going off, movement at your front door, movement at your back door, and I pulled it up, and more trees was blowing. I'm going to get messages for a while, and it just, because I don't want to sit there and disarm my system. The post office might drive through my front yard again.
You in the post office.
Just do your job. But, that wind was tearing it up.
It was. We've got more on the way. We're going to go back in history in just a moment to go over all of that. Plus, we had some fender benders all around town yesterday. All of that and so much more coming up at the Scotty Ray Report. Y'all hang with us. We'll be right back.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie. And what was that? Did you call that turquoise?
I reckon. I saw it and said, "Oh, I like that."
Well, I think I got one like that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I got every color they had. So I bought it because I liked it, and I bought it because it was one I didn't have.
I'm just about going to switch to the tan color all my shirts, I think. I like that color.
That tan.
Wears good, too.
Yeah.
Those type shirts are very comfortable and cooler.
They are. And they don't wrinkle as easy.
Keyword.
I
got some shirts I got to go get pressed. Get Angie's name tattooed on the bottom of them so I won't lose them.
Well, if you get you some water and get them damp, throw them in the dryer for just a minute and hang them up, they'll press themselves.
Dylan, when I was traveling for a living, Dylan told me to go buy some machine.
De-wrinkler?
Yeah,
you talking about a steamer?
Yeah, and it didn't. I couldn't. It just didn't work out there.
Yeah.
It's
poor thing. You need to go find you another show.
Yeah, and she is, because we just got rid of that. Yeah. Some spam is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Spammers, they're everywhere these days. And a lot of
come back again.
Let's see. Yeah, she should be gone. I didn't get it.
All right,
she's gone
thing.
now.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if you'll notice on posts, we'll have it. You have to be a follower. That's because of the spam that keeps them off of the page. So if you ever come to a post on our page, it says you have to be a follower. That is why, because they just spam everything. Let's roll back the hands of time to, what was this, 1882. Mary Todd Lincoln passed away, had a stroke at the age of 63. Oh, Abe's wife. We were talking about, wasn't it Booth yesterday, that Booth's brother ended up saving
Lincoln's son's
later on in 1867 or something,
from a train accident or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that was news to me.
I learned a lot of stuff about Lincoln I didn't know.
Yeah, a lot in between the traits of him, and you get into Kennedy.
Yep.
That's interesting stuff.
Oh, exactly like 100 years apart.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool.
Let's go back to 1907. This guy would be born, but he would revolutionize something you already ate. I can remember watching the iron skillet and a homemade lid put over the top of the skillet so it wouldn't jump out.
That's right.
And I'm talking popcorn, as Orville Redenbacher took his idea and made it microwavable. I think he may have invented it for the oven before that.
You remember it was Jiffy really sticks out to my mind, but you used to go buy them and they come in their own little pan.
Yeah, a little tin pan.
And had the tin foil and you stuck it down, it ballooned up.
I sure do.
Yeah, that was good.
Popcorn is just good all the way around.
I had
Something about basketball games and football games, movies, you got to have it.
Yeah, if I'm not eating anything during a basketball, I'm looking for a way to get out of there.
Yeah. This woman was tough. She ran a ranch, never saw the house messed up ever.
Ooh.
Did you ever notice that?
No.
There you go. Y'all remember Barbara Stanwyck?
Yep.
The Big Valley. She was head of the hacienda.
Took care of all of it.
Jared Heath and all of them. They had to act right around her. Linda Evans was even under the roof. She was a tough hombre. I guess the father had passed away. I don't know if it was ever explained.
I don't either. I don't remember anything.
Well, your worst fear would begin today in 1935, and it's been haunting you ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first parking meter was invented, and that happened in Oklahoma City in 1935.
Parkometer.
Man.
I remember having to get out, and she just won't stop.
This is a different one.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, it's the same person down there.
Yep, she gone too. Mary won't be joining us anymore there with her spam.
Get a job. Golly.
That's probably a computer.
But somebody programmed it to
That's
do
true,
all
they did.
of that right there to scam everybody. But I remember getting out of the car and Mama having to decide, do we want to put a nickel in there or are we going to be here for 10 cents worth?
You're right.
I wonder what happened to all of them.
We still got them downtown, don't we?
No, the only thing we got
With
down
that
there's a charging meter. I mean, like you plug your car in.
They go by and mark your tire if you're in
anywhere that you're not in a parking lot. Yeah.
You only stay there for 2 hours and they time it.
Yeah.
What's his name retired that had walked to Meridian forever?
He did. Was it Tim?
I believe that's right.
I think it was Tim.
I noticed I hadn't seen him in the last few weeks at red lights. I usually waved at him. And
yeah, nice guy.
He's retired. I don't think he's been replaced.
I don't either.
I'm not telling you to go park somewhere for more than 2 hours, but I'm just saying I'm not quite sure that there's a lot of manpower for that right now. Huh. Let's see here. 1961, this girl was born. You hot?
Yeah.
Why you hot?
What's coming next?
This movie was iconic, was it not?
Yes, it was.
And it was hot as Phoebe or Phoebe? Phoebe Cates graced the screen of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Y'all will remember this red bathing suit. Y'all remember that? That's her. That show went down in history. Was that Sean Penn that wouldn't show up for class, the hippie, the surfer?
Yeah. The one that married Madonna.
Yeah, he did do that.
I hope that girl's watching. If there is somebody besides Daisy Duke.
Well, the Daisy Duke may have got
him, but there.
1967, this guy would be born. He would want to go fast. I want to go fast. Papa Elf comes to mind. And
second place is the first loser.
And keep it.
I know Santa Claus.
Keep it classy, San Francisco.
Yeah.
As we go back, Will Ferrell born on this day. And look at the parts that he's played. I mean, this just really doesn't.
Oh me.
Hit the heartbeat of America. He has done some funny parts.
That's like Kevin Kline's wife?
Who's Kevin Kline?
He's an actor.
See the guy that does underwear?
I don't know.
You know, Klein underwear, isn't it something? That's Calvin. That must be his daddy or something.
Didn't you know that off Back to the Future?
That's what I was trying to remember there. Calvin.
Is your name Calvin? Why? Because it's all over your underwear.
Running Bear, Love a Little White Dove was number one on this date back in 1969. Sonny James took it all the way to number one. Wow. On the banks of the river.
Oh, I remember that.
Running Bear.
Yep.
And his young Indian maid. And, well, y'all know the rest of the song because we can't carry a tune. We tried real hard. This guy, I've never been a big fan of his. It never clicked with me. A guy named Corey Feldman. Y'all know him?
Yeah, he's played on a bunch of stuff.
71, he was born. Gremlins, The Goonies, Stand By Me, and then he's done some other things there, but License to Drive. But his birthday today. Maybe you're a big fan of his. Maybe so. 1977, it was Almost Like a Song. As we go back to remember this guy, he's been brought up several times this week. Ronnie Millsap had a number one with that one also. What a difference you've made in my life. Do you remember this, Odie? I remember my sister playing it. A do run, 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 a do run, run.
Oh, yeah.
He also had a song called It's a Saturday Night. I Ain't Got Nobody.
Yep.
Sean Cassidy, one of the Hardy Boys, 1977, had that number one hit with Do Run, 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 a Do Run, Run. And when he fell off the face of the earth, he fell off into a hole.
Kevin Kline was in A Fish Called Wanda and Silverado.
Oh, you remember the dog?
Well,
he had the beard.
You lucky thing.
That was really, I didn't realize that's who that was.
I didn't either.
Wow. Was he ever in anything else?
Not that I remember.
Okay, well, Kevin.
Not a whole lot.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1980. Nominated for President of the United States of America was a guy named Ronald Reagan. It happened on this day back in 80 today.
Ooh, talk about a ticket. Reagan, Trump, Reagan.
It'd be something else.
Yes, it would.
If Greg was here, he'd tell you how much he loves this movie, and it was a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed this movie. I've watched it.
Soundtrack to it was great, and these little six kids who kept borrowing car parts that weren't theirs. Okay, let's just call them strippers of cars.
But you know, he stripped his too.
They sure did.
So it didn't look bad.
Six Pack was released on this day back in 1982. That was when Kenny Rogers was at the top of his game. Yeah. From theaters to country music, he was it. That was good. Klein was also on The Big Chill. I did not know that. Oh, Arnold's on Overslept.
Yeah. Oh, I don't feel bad. I was a little late waking up this morning, too, Arnold. It must be something in the air. Because it was my wife elbowing me, talking about, you need to get up. We got something going on. Be careful out there.
It's the same information. I'm trying to get some more information we mentioned the shooting. We'll get.
It's amazed me that they never found a bolt that was frozen. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go back to 83. The closer you get,
the harder you fall. Is it harder or farther?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It sounded good either way.
Yeah. We're not songwriters either.
Alabama, number one song. And, you know, and Whisper to Me Softly, is it Breathe Words Upon My Skin? Or that line always gets, Randy Owen, I'd have to look at the words to it, but he said it's always sang wrong. People don't get it.
Well, there's a comedian that does a whole segment on words that you think are songs that the song has a total different set of words through it. It's pretty neat watching him go through all that. But I'm not sure how that goes.
No, well, we'll get back to it later.
Yeah.
But
Big Blue Diamond in the 50s. Do you know that one? Who sang it?
Never heard of that song. Yep, no, that's new to me. 1986, we went there. We became, I recognize myself as a redneck. I went there. This is like where you go get your family portrait. It's the only family portrait we've ever gotten. We had 3 or 4 or 5 in a row. Dollywood opened on this day in 1986.
We went to, what was it before that? Or did
Silver City, something like that?
Where did we? Opryland is where we went.
Opryland was good too. But Dolly bought out something called like silver or something like that. She made Dollywood out of it. But back in the day, Opryland was also.
That was it. We had to go sit in the Grand Ole Opry one night and
see Ralph and Marie.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun times there. 1990, it went number 1 today. Y'all remember a thing called The Dance?
Boy, what a song. That's
one of his biggest.
Mine and Amy's song.
That's y'all's song?
Yep.
You know what that song's about?
Yep. And that's where it came from 30-something years ago.
Death?
Well, no.
That's what that song's about.
Well, might as well been. It's when we broke up. But
I think you're confused, Odie.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what it was from.
Yeah, The Dance is all about everybody that's ever been, their life been taken away. And
we took it as we just broke up.
Yeah. Okay, JFK.
It was death for her because she lost me.
And it took y'all how long?
27
She just
years.
didn't know how blessed she was, did she?
That's right.
1999, we would lose this guy. Everybody expected him to be president. And who knows, he might have been.
Yeah.
Had this not happened some 25 years ago on this date, as JFK Jr. was killed in that airplane crash.
Yeah.
Plane, it's just bad. He was known as the sexiest man alive at the time, most eligible bachelor at the time.
Well, anybody who's running for president is going to be eligible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pretty much, if you've got a job nowadays, you're the most eligible bachelor on your neighborhood block. So he's got a job. He looks better than I thought he did.
He ain't living with mama?
J.O.B. Somebody was sentenced to jail. She went and done her time. I got to respect her for that. Martha Stewart reported to jail today. She was sentenced to 5 years.
And I don't think she's done anything more wrong than half the senators and the congressmen and the lawmakers out there.
Odie, you're right. That she hadn't.
No.
If y'all only knew the truth, we'd all be scared. We would lose this lady, and wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels. That was her big song.
Wow.
She'd just about given up on her career. She passed away back in 2012 today. The great Kitty Wells lost her life today. We remember her and our thoughts there. She was big in the day.
Yeah, Charlene said we got to see Minnie Pearl. Yeah, we did.
Howdy. You know, there's not really many people that have a slogan that sticks out there.
No.
You've got Jeff Foxworth, here's your sign. His day is over. But Minnie.
No.
Who else is out
there? That's here's your sign is
Bill Engvall. And you may be a redneck. Thank you for correcting me on that.
But yeah, howdy. That was just strictly Minnie Pearl.
I don't know of anything else that's ever come along like her. Sarah Cannon was her real name. Very educated, but when she took the stage, she became something different. Minnie Pearl.
You had to put the evidence in the car, boy.
Oh, my hat, Junior.
Oh, my hat. When we get home, I'm going to slap your mama.
There's no way that you come from my loins.
Oh, Kelly says, where's the beef? That lady, yeah.
Yeah, it's been some good ones through the years.
Ooh, Arnold brought back a good one.
What do you remember?
Kiss my grits.
Mel.
Oh, Flo.
Flo was quite the character also there.
Yeah.
So who'd you like better, Alice or her?
I liked Flo because she had an attitude.
She was feisty, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. She was a redhead.
Woo. And that poor little girl, what was Vera? That was... She needed some cornbread, you know?
Yeah, she was fragile.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
I don't know if your sister meant this or not, but she made the comment there, help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, she probably fell. She can't get up.
I thought at first she was referring to the country duo comedians of the Giesenslaw brothers, where they had that song, if y'all remember, Help, I'm White and I Can't Get Down. It was got two left feet planted on the ground. It's a video to where they're watching TV and they order the CD and they can't dance and they fall and they get hurt. And do you remember the song that they made fun of by the Judds, Mama He's Crazy, Crazier Than Me? They rewrote that one too, and it was called Mama She's Lazy, Lazier Than Me. They made fun of everybody.
All right, she said she hadn't fallen, so we don't need to send nobody to check you out.
We were trying to check you out there. But the Giesenslaw brothers, if you'll remember them, know what I mean, Vern? Rusty brings that up.
Oh, yeah.
That was big back during the day.
Hey, Vern.
He was Mellow Yellow, wasn't he, the spokesman?
Yeah. Golly.
Tex Ritter there. Yeah, that's a few of the things that went on there. So something to keep in mind there. What else have we had going on? Let's get into a few of the things that are going on around. We had several fender benders. Texas turnaround yesterday. Looky here. That's a pretty common thing there. Cars to be bumped with one another there. No one hurt. It was just one of those things that happened. We also had this on 8th Street yesterday. Fender bender there as well. No one seriously hurt there. Let me see. I think we had all this is going on this morning. Love Out Loud is going on. This was the First Baptist Church of Meridian, as they were at the four-way stop doing prayers, drive-through prayers. There's going to be plenty of this going on around town everywhere with Love Out Loud being spread far and wide. They were also out at Western Gardens yesterday. They baptized a few people there.
Man, that is awesome.
I hope you will help them out. They mean well. They're doing good. It's local churches gathering together. Some 30 to 40 churches go out and do great deeds for the community. I hope y'all can take advantage of this. And if you'd like to sign up for that, many churches involved with it. I hope you will partake of that. Hey, we had I forgot to mention this yesterday up in Kemper County. We had a structure fire. It was a camper that caught on fire. Oof. And I want to say this may have been lit purposely. They're investigating that. Fire investigators will probably take over after that.
Yeah.
Sad news is we go to Pontotoc County, Mississippi. A 6-year-old killed in an accident. It's so awful for a child to lose his life. We certainly hate that. Let's see what else is happening here as we look around the state. Marshall County, Mississippi. Why did I have that pulled up? They found 4 people dead is why. And Marshall County is not one of those that stick out. Let me show you where Marshall County is. Here's Holly Springs. This is in northern Mississippi. Here's the Meridian area right here. This is Marshall County, as close as you can get to the Tennessee line up here. There was 4 people, 3 women in a car found, and a man laying in a driveway, all 4 shot. The investigation continues as to whatever went on there. That's not good.
No, man, prayers for everybody with that.
Let's see. We got other stories that are happening around the state of Mississippi.
Said they had a lot of prayer at the RNC last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mayor of Heidelberg has passed away. We send out condolences to the mayor there his family. That's just bad there. I don't know if we made this post as many people put this out there about Benny Thompson's aide had made a remark about Trump. And this is several people now nationwide have been relieved of their duties, of their jobs as
teachers and all the way up. Yeah.
Angie was telling me that it was a behavioral teacher that made a very...
She was a psychology major or professor.
Yeah.
With a doctorate. And
boy, you don't do that's just a no-no. It doesn't matter who is hurt during a time of someone being hurt. It's not good. You don't do that. You have to first be an American. That's what it's all about there. Where is Perry County, Mississippi? I know you're worrying about that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Let me show you where that is. You know where Hattiesburg is right there? Just to the east there is Perry County, Mississippi. What do we got going on there? $25 million poultry plant is coming there. Pretty big deal there. Going to bring some jobs there. We're still holding out for Clark County, this Howard Industries thing. Expected if that thing passes with the transformers, it's going to be a busy little area down there.
Oh, it is going to be huge. Harold's going to be busy. All the appearances he'll have to make now.
He'll be at some ribbon cutting, Swanee.
Harold at the ribbon cutting.
Yeehaw.
Man, yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Other things that are happening this week in Mississippi. We talked about this in the 6 o'clock show. Natural causes on Sweating to the Oldies, as what's his name passed away this past.
Richard Simmons.
He really done his own thing. I don't always
say that again.
News this morning, and I'm trying to think of what her name is now.
What? So she was.
Let me see if I can find this girl's name. That done the national anthem at a ball game. Have you seen that?
I'm telling you, I had one ear that just hurt the pain. It was Inga something. No, it wasn't Inga. It was,
I had the story and I can't locate it. And it's pretty bad. Let me see.
You just had it pulled up just a minute ago.
I did, and I don't know what I did.
It was terrible. That's it, Ingrid.
And she's supposed to have been nominated for Grammys.
Well, we talked about this the other day. This synthesizer that they use.
Yeah.
They changed. Either that's what it was or something. I don't know. But it was just straight up the absolute worst thing ever.
Here she is.
Roseanne Barr did a better job than she did.
There it is. Inga Andrus, how do you pronounce it?
Andrus?
Yeah. And this is, if y'all want to do this is hit her on YouTube.
Yeah, we can't play that either.
Yeah.
That poor fella playing ball.
He put his head down, was trying to not to laugh. But that is what we've got. These stars really aren't stars. She can't carry a tune in a bucket.
No, we can do better than that.
Yes, sir.
And if she got a clap, we need to go out there and sing the next one.
Terry said it was the worst thing he'd ever heard.
It was. It hurt. It actually hurt.
And Johnny's right. I think it was 6 Grammys that she was nominated for.
As a songwriter. All right. I mean, I can go for that because she can't sing.
And I listened to, and I thought, I tried to give the benefit of the doubt. I went and listened to some of her music on YouTube before this morning, and it's got to be auto-tuned or something because there's, you can always tell a singer, a true singer, when they sit down for an interview and they have no one playing in the back and they do a verse a cappella and they can carry it. That is a true artist. This girl does not have that. Bless her heart.
Oh, music wouldn't have helped her. Oh, man.
But YouTube's got it. You can go back and listen to it there. And it needs a warning label because it's probably going to scare you.
It does.
Hubba hubba. We got
Turn
more.
the volume down.
But you do need to understand what we're talking about. Miranda Lambert taking some flack. She stopped her concert midstream. There were some people that were arguing amongst themselves in row 3 or so, and she stopped the show and goes, "Stop it. People came here to drink, listen to music. They didn't come here to watch you fight."
They came here to watch me.
She's getting a little, oh, wait a minute, she was married to him.
Oh, yeah.
And a few other people that I can't remember who they were. A bunch of them. Scotty Ray and Odie, we'll be right back.
I'm Alan Hunt at Meridian Cycles, and let me tell you about some of the great deals we have this month. We have up to $3,000 rebates on side-by-sides. We have up to $1,000 rebates on four-wheelers, as well as 0% interest. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or give us a call at 601-485-8700. Ask for Alan or Mike Boswell. We'll be glad to help you. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
And welcome back as we talk about people that are with us, been with us a long time. These folks right here, when it comes to Snowden and Company, are you looking for some land at Dalewood? Look at this. Here we got some. If you're looking for a lot to go build on, drop by and see Snowden and Company. They'll tell you all about it. You can click on that, visit them online, any way you want to do that. And here you go. This is what the website looks like. All you do is come here. You'll see it. Go to our listings, and they pop up here that quick of all the things that they've got for sale. Find you a deal. Find out what it's all about. Maybe you need to sell your home. They can do that, and they're part of the multiple listings as well. They can find you a home anywhere that you're looking for. Simplify it. Make it great. Easy to deal with. It's all about who represents you, and they'll do that.
Yeah.
Honest, dependable people. I've known them all my life. See Amanda Snowden. She'll help you out there when it comes to a home. 453-3937. We had a question that said they had no idea what we were talking about. It was a baseball game yesterday to where this young lady came out to sing the national anthem, and it was kind of horrible.
It was the worst thing ever. It's kind of like when Obama showed up and he took the worst president in America away from Jimmy Carter. When this girl went up and sang the national anthem, she took the worst singing ever away from Roseanne Barr.
The Roseanne Barr is probably the most comparable thing of And I went somewhere one time and they were going to do the national anthem, and they'd done it heavy metal style. And I kind of just stood there and thought, the national anthem is one of those, to me, that is a respectful thing.
You don't mess it up.
Just do it the way it ought to be done. Normal, traditional.
Now, Jimi Hendrix did it on the guitar. And that was just music. He didn't sing it. But that was good. But
I don't know much about Jimi Hendrix other than he died from drugs. Isn't that what he done?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I know nothing about Jimmy. I know he played a guitar. And
he was.
Hey, he was at Woodstock, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That
was outside your league, wasn't it?
Yeah, Woodstock was not my thing. I don't know who all was there. It was huge, a bunch of hippies.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that how they come up with that Dr. Pepper song? Wouldn't you like to be a hippie? I'm a hippie. You're a hippie. Wouldn't you like to be a hippie too?
Probably.
Just thinking out loud there. Odie, we need to do some birthdays. We've had a bunch sent in to us. It is. We need to say hello and read these out. If you hadn't got yours.
I tell you, it's almost too late if you hadn't got them over here.
Almost.
Because it takes a minute to get all this set up, but we're going to get there and do it and make sure that we're all in the up and up. Because Christy Etheridge is having a birthday today. Selena Roberts having a birthday. J.C. Pearson, happy birthday. Lindsay Haggard having a birthday. Joyce Godwin and her son Andrew and his wife Kara celebrating 13 years together. Tommy Townsend, having a birthday. And Don Myers is having a birthday. So let's see what we've got here. We're going to hit the old button and we go, I didn't do the volume again. Look at here. Lindsay Haggard, winner of the Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day. Go by Hyundai of Meridian Highway 39 North and pick up your birthday mug.
There you are. I wanted to show you something here. Look at this. If this isn't God's picture, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Ooh, yes, it is.
Reminds you of just how...
What he can do with a paintbrush.
He's alive, and he does a lot with a paintbrush. And with that, we close each and every day of our show with a little Bible verse for you. What you got today?
We just got a small, short one. And it's simple, but it's powerful. And it goes along with where we're at this day and time. We're going to go to 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 10. For even when we were with you, we gave you this rule. The one who is unwilling to work shall not eat. Speaks a lot of powerful
That's what I was
message.
thinking.
It'll really make you think a lot. So, man, whew, you see where a lot of us come from. A lot of it comes straight out of the good book.
Yes, sir.
It's Tuesday. Hump Day be here before you know it. Coming right down the road. We'll be back in almost 23 hours, just a hair less. Until then, hope you have a wonderful day, and never forget, we love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.